We are back again with a brand new episode of Another 24. I am your extraordinarily handsome host, Toris Montez, and today I got a very special guest in the building.
Sure.
Now, this guest is supplying some of your favorite artists and celebrities with the cleanest diamonds and the purest designs in the game. I got Icebox Jewelry's shining star, the one, the only, Jamie the Jeweler, man.
What's going on? Jamie the Jeweler tapping in, my brother.
What's going on?
I know we already dapped up.
Right. We got to do it on camera, man. We got to do it on camera.
Yeah, I appreciate you inviting me out.
Yeah, for sure,
my
man.
first podcast.
Right.
Since I've been at Icebox, for real.
For real?
Yeah, I've been a jeweler 6 years, so I've done a couple podcasts, but it's my first time back on the scene, man. So I appreciate you.
Back on it. Yeah, for sure, man. I got you, man. 100%. Now, first things first, man. I see you got the pieces on, man. What you got on, man? Tell me what you got on.
Man, something light today.
Something light, okay.
I can't afford a billboard yet, so I got to put it on me, right? So I got a Cuban, 18 millimeter, then lab tennis. Then for the watch today, something slight, a little more modern. Got the Belova Quadra Series, all gold. Something slight and subtle, you know. So when I'm out, the YNs don't know what's going on.
Right, they don't know what's going on, right?
Yeah, I don't know no Belova.
Right. It ain't a Rollie, it ain't a Mueller.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
I'm smooth.
So tell me about your origins in the jewelry game, man. That's not a game that we see most of us in, man. So how did you get into that?
You're 100% right. And I had a very unorthodox entry into the jewelry game. You know, a lot of people, they kind of start more on the commercial side, whether that be like a Zales, Jarrett's, or K's, or they're born into it. You know, their family has a long history of doing jewelry. So I got my introduction into the jewelry industry 2020. And it was really by chance. So I graduated from Georgia Southern University, fall 2019.
Man, the fake JSU.
Come on. Hey, listen. I don't even want to listen. You saw what we just did y'all Saturday?
Yeah,
listen, I was down in Statesboro now. Come on, getting after that ass. You know what I mean? But graduated 2019 with my business management degree and minor in marketing. And there's this company, Synergy. They sell agricultural equipment, and I was originally supposed to be the sales director for them. Then COVID hit. They put a hiring freeze on the position. So they kind of stalling me. You know, when COVID happened, nobody really knew in the beginning how long it was really going to last.
Yeah, we didn't know what the hell was going on.
So, yeah, like 2-3 months, it was really setting in. The whole time, it was a freeze. So now, you know, I had a little money from when I was working in college. But then I'm like, all right, I got to start making something shake now. So, essentially, my jeweler at the time, who ended up being my first mentor, Mr. Chris the Jeweler, Designs by Chris at Underground Atlanta. I'm up there. My oldest brother, he's the one that got me in contact with him. Sitting up there at the shop one day, and me being from Atlanta, from the east side of Atlanta, Lithonia, Rita, and Decatur area, so I just know a lot of people in the area, and I feel like I've always had a love for jewelry, and I'm just like, man, what if I wanted to sell jewelry? You know, and he was like, well, I do have other commission-based people that work with me. If you want to do it, you could do this, and that. See that you're serious about it, then we can go from there. You know, really take it serious. So just from there, man, it was crazy. I broke my leg like 2 weeks later. Crazy. Running a mountain.
Oh, okay.
I decided to take a different route. Man, see, we not supposed to be doing shit like that, bro. So that was instant karma. Don't slid down the mountain, broke my fucking leg.
Damn.
But ended up on crutches, and weirdly enough, I feel like that kind of helped me as far as them taking me more seriously, because I was still crutching up Underground Atlanta. Yeah, and this is before Underground reopened with the bottom side. So this is when it was still a little more rugged. A little more urbanized than what it is now. So I feel like me coming up there on crutches every day really showed them my dedication.
For sure.
And from there, I just kind of compounded, you know, through Designs by Chris.
Yeah. So when you look back at your life growing up on the east side, do you remember like encountering any jewelry? Do you remember like any chains?
Never. It's funny because I just had this conversation the other day. Like even the term a black jeweler, right? Like that's a relatively newer term.
Right.
Because I know a lot of the black jewelers in the industry now, especially if they're in the Southeast province. Yeah. And they've all only been pretty much in the game, maybe max 10 years. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's not a long time. Yeah. So, and granted, there probably are those black jewelers that have been out there and that I may just not be knowledgeable of, you know, but on a bigger or more general level, a black jeweler, that's a newer term.
Right, yeah, for sure. Now, do you remember your first sale?
My first jewelry sale?
Yeah.
I do, man. I do. It was a fraternity brother of mine, actually. Shout out my guy, Ralph. Mm-hmm. He came, and I can't remember what he got, but I just remember, man, I'm like, woo!
Right,
like,
you got one on the board.
100%. And that kind of ties into one of the reasons why I wanted to join a fraternity also, you know, just kind of the brotherhood, just the mentorship, and then the support system, you know. Yeah. That's one of the biggest things that kind of wanted me to get into the organization as well. Yeah.
Now, being a jeweler, because these pieces are custom, right? A lot of them.
A lot of them. I'd probably say half and half. Half and half.
Now, how much of your job, what you do, how much of it is businessman versus artist?
Whew. It intertwines together pretty much all the time, right? So I say that is, let's say it's an inventory piece, but it's still an artistry, and let's say somebody wants to build up a setup. It's still the artistry of pairing the correct bracelet to a chain. Maybe they already have earrings. The artistry comes in, giving them an idea of something later that could help build their kit off of their earrings. Now, of course, you know, custom, it's a lot more artisan versus, well, I'm not even going to say that because there's a lot of business on that as well. But it intertwines on both sides, you know. And I feel like I'm becoming more artistic as well. Because that was one of the things that I felt like was going to hinder me. I've always had the business mindset, and I've been kind of trendy, but like as far as like overly artistic, I never feel like that was my strong suit.
Got you.
But you know, over time, just practicing, working on different customs, you know, really enveloping myself into the game, I feel like my artistry has definitely built over time.
Yeah, because I was just talking to somebody about that, man. It's like it's two different sides of your brain. You know, being art, your business side and your artist side is two totally different things.
Two different sides. And some of the most artistic people I know are the worst business people.
Right.
And some of the best business people I know, they have no artistic skills, you know?
Right.
And I'll say, I feel like, so I used to be the president of a modeling organization down at Georgia Southern, and I felt like that's kind of helped my psychology of the limbo between the two, because I've seen that even just on an organizational level, these overly talented, artistic stylists, but when it comes to business, like management, operations, they just have no, and it's crazy, because I'm like, man, these guys are geniuses, but they can't even reply back, you know?
Yeah.
They can't even set up a meeting. They can't even send you a Teams meeting address, right? So it's crazy, 100%.
Crazy. So you kind of got both of them working.
Yeah, 100%. Now, my business, I'm slowly getting my artistry up there.
There we go.
100%, yeah.
Now, you work at Icebox.
Yeah.
We all know and love Icebox jewelry. You know.
I ain't gonna say all. We got a lot of it. There's some people that don't like it.
Some people don't like it.
But that's great.
Y'all enemies, probably the haters. Now, y'all do a lot of high-ticket transactions, man. 5 figures, 10K plus.
It can get there.
How stressful is it to go through a transaction like that?
So it is a different ball field once you get into that level. It's a different psychology of sales. It's a different psychology of clienteling also, right? It's not like because even a $5,000 transaction is a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, yeah.
So you're talking about $50,000, maybe over $100,000, right? Like your level of just professionalism has to be up. Everything has to be on cue. And it's an art in itself too, because I like to use the analogy, it's kind of like a basketball game, right? Because the product has to be on point, you have to be on point, your service has to be on point, all these entities have to go for it to be a productive and successful sale. Because the money is not in a one-time sale. The money is in the reoccurring sales, right? So just making sure you're upholding professionalism first and giving the most service, you know. So it's just way different. But a lot of people think you got to come in the Icebox and just you gotta have at least 10,000, right? And a lot of people don't know, and they get surprised. And sometimes it works in my favor because I'll pull out some earrings that are $450, and they're VS1 14 karat gold. They're like, wow, I didn't even know. You know, $450. You know, it's not a Snicker bar, but it's not. You know, it's a lot more affordable than. Yeah, 100%.
Got you. Now, for those customers that come in with a Honda budget trying to get a Bentley. How do you handle them, man? Because I know you don't want them to turn away the business, but you kind of got to manage their expectations.
100%.
What are those conversations 100%. Like?
And that really falls on me as the sales professional, right? As a jeweler.
Okay.
It's my job to inform you without disrespecting you, right? And letting you understand the quality of jewelry where we're here and what you're looking to get within your means, right? And that's one thing I pride myself in is transparency. I'm never going to sell you something that you don't like because, like I said, it's bigger than the reoccurring sale also because I'm in the business of people, right? I'm a people person. Mm-hmm. This is what makes it a career, not a job for me, right? Mm-hmm. So I know a lot of people like to say that, but I feel like I want to have a good heart, right? So I naturally want to have your best interest at heart. Anyway, just a fun experience for you and for me, especially going forward. You know, it's a lot more light. So it's my job to understand what your budget is. I don't even like to use the word budget. Price point.
There we go.
Because when you say budget, people may think you think they're cheap.
Right.
It's not cheap, right? And another thing is people say, well, what's the cheapest thing? I'm like, I want to get you out of the habit of that. What's the most affordable thing? Because none of this is cheap.
No.
I'm going to be honest. And you're not a cheap individual, right? I do have more options affordable than others, so we're going to go with that one. Yeah. And the first thing I ask is, what's the occasion? What are you looking for, right? So it's my job as a professional to ask the right questions to lead you in the right direction. Because I do have those people that come in, right? And, okay, let's say, oh, you know, I'm just looking for something for myself or my girl. A lot of times they won't discuss the price point. They want to stay around. But I know for a fact, my Cubans that are 600 grams, 14 karat gold via diamonds, and you immediately want to ask about those, I'm going to be honest, a lot of times I'll straight up ignore a person.
What?
Straight up. What? Because if the first item I tell you is $100,000.
Yeah, you're gonna be like,
I don't fry that person's brain.
Right.
I don't give me the fuck out of here.
I want a house for $100,000. I know train.
Yeah. So somebody be like, man, how much that Cuban? I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. Hey, where's everybody from?
Right.
Like, I'll change the whole conversation. Then oh man, what's the occasion? You know, what brings you in for today? Okay, well, I'm looking for this. Oh, okay, well, I am looking for a Cuban. Then we can have that discussion. But if you just asking questions to ask them just for the sake of your mental health, it's my job as a professional to lead you in the right direction.
Yeah. Don't even worry about it. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, man, you're so crazy. Hey, let me show you these earrings over here.
Now, to do your job, man, because, you know, your job is one where you have to know what you're talking about. You have to know 100%. What you're dealing with. You have to know your stuff.
100%.
You got to look the part. You got to wear a suit, I'm sure.
Every day.
So
people might not even recognize me when they see this. I'm going to be honest.
Now, what kind of education did you have to go through to be an expert at your job? Because you said VVS, you said VV, whatever. What does all that mean? And how do you figure that out?
Because, like I said, I have a very unorthodox origin to my jewelry career. And a lot of it was YouTube University.
Really?
YouTube University.
Shout out to YouTube.
Man, shout out to YouTube University. And, you know, there are a lot of barriers to entry for people that do look like us, right? Mm-hmm. You know, and I want to say this for other people that look like us that may want to take this route. Don't let any of that stop you. If you want something, go after it and get it. Whether that be... Man, not only was I at Designs by Chris, I'm going to South DeKalb Mall because we had a store over there as well. Mm-hmm. I'm going to Stonecrest. I'm going to every jewelry store, just seeing how their layout is, how they do their pitches, sales, and everything.
So you take it serious.
100%. So trial and error was the biggest thing. A lot of things I just had to learn on hand. And I have a lot of love to this day for Designs by Chris, but there was a lot of information that I didn't learn from them. Right. And
was it because they didn't know the information, or because they
no, they know the information.
Oh, they just didn't want to tell you. Huh?
It's just, and I can't speak why they didn't give it to me or not from a business aspect, but a lot of trial and error. Now, when I kind of made that pivot from private jewelry to the public jewelry realm, I transferred. Is this company I used to work for called Dazzle Me with Home Consignment Center. Unfortunately, they went bankrupt with Z Gallery. They were a joint entity. But when I got there, they paid for my more official certification through, it was the DDA, and I got a certification in gemology as well.
Okay.
So I got a more structured certificate.
Right.
Yeah. Then from there, the good thing, and this is what I tell people, the good thing about it may not be as rewarding like online to do a public entity like Jerry's, K's, or Zales, but they do have that training structure to help you, right? Versus you having to just figure it out.
Right.
YouTube University, ChatGPT, Google, they have an actual system for learning that you can take advantage of, and they'll pay for your certification. And I think it's the CDA. I can't think of it right now, but Signet Jewelers, they offer this baseline certification for everybody. So
okay, that's dope.
So 100%, yeah.
Now, how often? Because I mean, as far as I can remember, diamonds have been like the gold standard, like the best of the best. Now we're hearing about Moissanite, we're hearing about lab grown, and all of this.
Yeah.
How do like Moissanite, lab grown compare to natural diamonds?
Natural diamonds, that's a great question. And I'll say this. Diamonds value historically, have been up there. Now, gold has always been king, and especially now. I advise anybody, especially watching this right now, buy anything gold. Thank him later.
Buy gold.
Right?
Right?
I'm telling you, it's crazy right now. But to answer your original question, so a natural diamond, I like to use the analogy like this. A natural diamond is like you getting, if it snows, you get some snow from out of the air, versus if you went in the house and got some ice cubes out of the freezer. Okay. That would be a lab-grown diamond. It's a test tube baby. Okay. So chemically, it's 99.9% the same chemical structure of a natural diamond, but it's just grown in a laboratory. Moissanite is its own stone, period. It's not a real diamond at all. It's its own stone. And that has its own challenges. I don't knock anybody that sells or wears Moissanite because it has its own utility. My only problem is when people try and pass it off like it is in the same realm as a diamond. Right, yeah. It's not. Just let people know what it is, Because the first thing I ask people too, what is the jewelry for? Right? Because depending on if it's just to go out of the country, just to wear it on the weekends, go Moissanite. Why, especially if you're a regular guy like me. I'm a regular 9-to-5 guy. You know what I mean? If I was in my industry, I wouldn't have this shit.
Yeah, facts.
So, that's why I always tell people, because some people are scared to ask that because they think it's derogatory or they feel like certain people look down on them. I'm not that guy. Like, I'm here to educate and be transparent.
Right, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter that much.
It really doesn't. Like, it's all materialistic.
Right, yeah.
This don't make you. This does never make you. And I hate that, like, especially in this day and age, and it may sound hypocritical come from a jeweler, but, this is what really makes you, what's inside, your moral standing, your principles. That's what defines you, not the jewelry.
Now, you have a certification in gemology, right?
Yep.
So diamonds are one type of gem. I mean, we got rubies, we got sapphires, we got emeralds.
Peridot, amethyst.
All of that. Yeah. Are diamonds really the most valuable out of those?
Technically, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, now you do have those more rare gemstones, and of course, size takes into account color, because diamonds come in all shades of the rainbow, and a lot of people don't know that. They come in blue, purple, yellow. So it just depends, because then you got other gemstones, tourmalines, which are used instead of sapphires a lot of the time. It's a more affordable gemstone. So that's a tricky question, because it depends on the size, the color, where it's sourced. Like tanzanite, a lot of tanzanite is very rare, because you get tanzanite from Tanzania in Africa. And it's just, man, it's crazy, because the mine might be as big as this room. But all tanzanite is sourced from there.
Oh, okay, dang. So that's the only place you can get it.
Only place you can get it.
Oh, yeah, so it's definitely valuable, right?
People probably artificially making it now, just with all the technology going on. Yeah, and to circle back what you said earlier, like especially me being my age, I'm only 28, right? So especially me being on the camera, I have to be overly knowledgeable.
Oh yeah,
about everything I talk about.
Yeah, they don't catch you slipping, bro.
Bro, jewelers literally wait like, what you say? Nah, that ain't
right. They're gonna try to discredit you.
Right, exactly.
Try to discredit you.
And then dealing with some of my older clients too. They'll come in. What does this guy know? This is a young fucking guy. But then I pull out the watch, right? I can tell you the movement, tell you the millimeter case, tell you the year, certification, if you got box papers, and it kind of helps close that gap.
Right.
So I kind of have to do that. And one of the things that I tell some of my younger artists when they're interested in watches, right? I really try to gear a lot of my younger clients to go plain Jane first for a number of reasons. Not only the value retention, but when you're in those executive meetings, it speaks volumes. Because you could have got a bust down watch, but you went plain Jane. Yeah. So one of the ways to bridge that gap of your age and where you're trying to be in the industry, that's one of the few ways that you can kind of help bridge that gap.
Got you.
Yep.
Now, speaking of your clients and their requests and what they want, what's the craziest client request that you got that you can talk about?
Craziest client request? I'm gonna be honest. I don't get like anything overly crazy. To be honest, I'm trying to think.
Have you ever had something where they made a request and you were like, "Damn, how am I gonna make that happen?" But you made it happen.
Yeah. So I'm currently working on the design for Laser Dim.
Shout out to Laser Dim. I fuck with your music.
Shout out Laser, man. We're doing. Damn, I don't even know I can talk about it right now.
You're doing something.
We got something going on for Laser. Damn, I'm trying to think. What's some crazy shit? Really ain't been nothing too crazy for real.
Cause you can handle it all. My boy can do it all,
I'm gonna
man.
be honest,
Ain't nothing
bro.
crazy.
This is what I'm here for. Like for real. You got an idea, I'm gonna bring that shit to life. Like that's what I'm paid to do. 100%.
So we're sticking with your clients now. Do you remember, or who do you think was the one client that kind of catapulted you into another realm, like that first one that kind of took me
to the next level?
Took you to the next level.
I think it's two phases right now. I think the first set. Glock 40 Spaz, Laser, Slime Cedo, and Maxo Cream. Because I had all of them at one time, like within a month span. And I feel like, and Hurricane Wisdom.
Shout out to him.
Yeah,
I like that project.
Shout out Hurricane, man. I feel like, because I had all of them as clients in like a 2 to 3 month span. And I feel like, because people been knew me as the jeweler that didn't know me as the jeweler, but now it's like, oh man, now he's like a for real celebrity jeweler. And then recently, me working with Reggie, streamer, is taking it up to another notch, 100%. Me and him, we got a video that's going so viral. I think it's almost at 4 million on my page, on the Icebox page, it's past 4 million. Then the one on his page, like 3.5 million.
Dang.
So
that's dope. Shout out to Reggie.
That's my bro, man. For real. Yeah. Shout out to Reggie, man.
Now you from the city. You from the A.
Yep.
Now Atlanta, I feel like Atlanta got its own jewelry like theme. Like it's its own thing.
100%. Yeah.
Right. What makes the Atlanta jewelry scene different from New York? Yeah, New York, LA, Miami.
It's the places. Swagger to it. The diamond. I say the chain styles, the number of chains, and how big the chains are. Because Florida, they most known for the gold, right? Either the diamond gold grills or all gold Cubans. In Atlanta, we're known for, even like Migos, hella chains, big chains. You go Thugger, he doing 10-inch chains, the Cubans. I feel like just iced out jewelry, we've always been known that. I mean, even back with Gucci, the big bird, like just crazy designs too. I feel like that's always been a staple. But Atlanta has always been a jewelry staple point, in my opinion. From Jermaine to 1017, So Icy, Luda with the grills. Right. Yep. It was some some very notable jewelry moments in Atlanta. Oh, Jeezy, the Snowman.
Yeah, come on now, right.
I had a fake one. I got that bit from damn, what you call it? Rainbow. I got that bit out of Rainbow.
So you got suspended from school for wearing?
For real.
Shout out to Jeezy, man. Shout out to Jeezy. Now I got a question for you, bro.
Talk to me.
Somebody walk up to me with a diamond tester. And it's beeping in my face.
Yeah.
Tell me how the diamond tester work, man. Because I feel like, man, they be trying to embarrass people, bro.
The diamond tester that you see is some bullshit. I'm going to be honest. Like that
I knew it.
That diamond tester that you get, and that's one reason why the trick with Moissanite. So the lower grade diamond tester, 100% of the time that you see, is not calibrated or not enough technology to tell the difference between Moissanite and diamonds. So Moissanite and diamonds, how diamond detectors basically tell the difference is the heat refraction of the stones. So how much heat that the stone has, it reads it. So because there's not enough technology, it can't tell the difference between Moissanite and a diamond. So that's why Moissanites come up as diamonds when you beep it. But when you come to my store and I use my diamond tester, it's gonna say Moissanite on
you know
there.
The difference.
100%. And there's a trick to make it beep every time. So it can be fake, yes. Yes.
Man, I knew it. I knew they were doing something, man. I knew they were doing something funny with that.
And because they did this to a client of mine in New York. Like, his shit obviously is real. They'll turn the gauge all the way down to make it not go. So he calling me, he like, bro, let's do this turn. I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, bro. You know, bro, it's official, bro. He's like, bro, I'm telling you, his diamond. I was like, what did it look like? I'm like, bro, he was recording you. He was like, yeah. I'm like, man, you about to be on YouTube. He did it for a skit. Yeah.
He about to make $1,000 off you, bro.
Literally. So I told him not even.
Don't even worry about that. Cap, like cap.
Come on now. Yeah.
Now I bought some jewelry before. You know, I've been to the mall or whatever. Bought some stuff.
Tight.
Let me tell you exactly what happened, bro. I see a chain, like say this charm and this chain here, right?
Yeah.
I say, you know what? I like that. The guy says, brother, I do a deal for you. He turns it over. It has a tag on it. Tag says 25,000. It says 25,000, but for you, I do it for 500.
Yeah.
Tell me what the game is there, bro.
So, different jewelry institutions have different sales tactics. Now, we do know that for you, we know that one. But I think it's kind of like, I think it's just the moniker that brings attention to it. Because anywhere you go, whether it be mattress firm, you know, you always supposed to ask for a discount. You know, normally, depending on what it is, there's margin enough to bring it down if they want your business or if you're a reoccurring customer. It's just, I think, when they say that, it makes it seem scammy. It just makes it feel scammy. Because it's like,
it's way less than what's on the tag.
Especially now, if it drops down that much, now that's sus. Yeah. Like, but if you taking off maybe 400 or 500, then, you know, that makes sense. And it depends on the item. Because, okay, for instance, for me, like, let's say you pull up, and you want to get a tennis chain. If I was able to give you a discount on it, it would be different than if it was a plain Jane watch. Because the reason on that, the tennis chain, that's our diamonds. We did the diamond setting. We did the gold. We did the mountain, right? But a Rolex watch, the market really sets the pricing for that. We don't dictate the pricing for that. Especially if we want to remain competitive, we have to price it well enough to where it can compete to the surrounding areas, right? Or we'll never sell the watch. So the margin is way, like, I don't even discount plain Jane watches, honestly. Because it's probably like a 3% margin anyway, just being honest. And the reason that we really sell plain Jane is just to offer it to pipeline other items, to be honest. Because that's a different customer, and we're hoping, okay, if we get them in maybe down the road, they need a gift for their wife. You know, it's more so a commodity, honestly. We don't get nothing out of the plain. Exactly. 100%. Yep.
Got you.
Yep.
Now, I don't remember where I heard this, but you know how rappers say, yeah, I got $1 million worth of jewelry on.
Yeah.
Now, I heard, I can't remember from where, that the jewelry may not be worth that much exactly, but it might just be insured for that much.
That much.
So if a rapper says, yeah, my chain $1 million,
yeah,
is that chain really $1 million, man?
Technically, you know, if they paid $1 million for it, right? Like, okay, and I'll give you this analogy. Let's say you bought a Lamborghini Urus, 500K. If you try and go back and sell it, how much are they gonna give you?
Right.
But it's still 500,000. You paid 500,000 for it, but you got that. You know, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it's gonna depreciate. You know, so the value that you would get back for it may not be what you paid for it. But I mean, it's $1 million item. You paid $1 million for it, you know. But it comes into the fact of when you try to resell it, depending on the item, because let's say it's $1 million in watches or in something in all gold, you may make money. It may actually be 1.5 million. You know what I mean?
It may increase in value over time.
Exactly. So it really depends on the piece. But what it's assured for is what you pay for. But it's a different conversation when you talk about the value if you were to resell it.
Gotcha.
It's a different conversation.
Now I want me a iced out grill.
Okay.
I want me one of those one day.
I can get you right.
You get me right?
I can get you right, my brother.
All right, now the diamonds that go in, especially the permanent ones, is it a different process to making those versus?
I stay away from the perms.
Really?
I'm cool. You gotta I gotta coordinate with a dentist and all this. It's just not worth the hassle to me personally. You know, for grill specialists it is. You know, but even then, Icebox, we're not known for our grills. Right. Honestly, I don't even do grills for the public. Like if it's a VIP or a friend, I'll do it. But because we're obsessed in being the best in what we do. Right, we're not the best in what we do. We can make really good grills, but we want to be the best of the best in what we do. You know, so we try to stick to what we're best at what we do. So I can do it for you, bro. Right. But yeah, the process is different though for perms, 100%. You got to coordinate with a dentist. It's a whole thing. They got to shave your teeth down. That shit. And every person I've talked to that's had perms. Nobody's ever like, man, I'm glad I got new perms, Jamie. Hey, that shit, man, that was the best decision of my life, bro.
They're like, no, I don't ever do this again.
Bro, they like, why'd you let me? Then people they gonna get mad at me. They were like, well, why you let me do that dumbass shit? I'm like, bro, that's what you wanted, fool.
Hey, man, the veneers cost more than the daggone.
Yeah.
Cost more than the grills these days.
Especially the porcelain joints. Yeah.
Them joints hard.
I like the veneer wave though.
Yeah.
Everybody look like.
Yeah, look clean.
It's a cleaner look.
Right.
It's clean. You look more upstanding.
Right.
Like, you know. Yeah.
Okay, I saw Jalen Hurts on TV one time.
Oh yeah.
You know where I'm going with this.
100%.
This man had a chain that looked like the old TV static.
Yeah. 100%.
Why do the athletes' chains look different than the rapper chains?
So here's the thing too. There's two different answers to that. Okay. So first off, I'm gonna make this disclaimer. All my clients' jewelry look the same.
Hey,
it don't matter because they all getting the same quality, right? So that's one of the biggest benefits of coming to shop with me. You don't have to second guess, am I getting the same quality? Literally the same thing. I'm selling laser dim. You're gonna get bar for bar, right? So, but why Jalen Hurts? One, you got to think of all the lights and cameras. Okay. And it's really good, his design, because it's a lot more surface on it, and he used all round cut diamonds. So round cut diamonds are RBC, round brilliant cut. They shine the hardest. It has the most facets of a diamond cut, so that's why wedding rings, you normally gonna see a round cut, you get the most fire and sparkle. Or in the jewelry, what we call scintillation, right? So that's where that comes from. So him combined all together, and it was just good design. I think it was, I don't want to misquote. I think it was Gabriel, if I'm not mistaken. But they've taken off in like the last year. I'm a big fan of their work. I'm a big fan. Yeah. Now I will say this is the thing too, though. A lot of rappers, they smoke a lot. They don't get their jewelry cleaned as much. You know, athletes are a little bit more structured individuals, right? A little bit more clean cut. Just gonna be honest, right? My rapper clients, they hotboxing every day. The toxins, the smoke is gonna. It could be the same thing, but if you're not getting it clean, the lotion, dirt and grime, and then the smoke, it'll block the fire and sparkle from your diamonds if you don't get it clean. So that's the thing too. Or they could just be rocking some bullshit. So,
hey man.
It could be one or two things.
He said it, not me.
So it could be one or two things. And I think it was Quavo who said it the other day. he feels like athletes' jewelry is fake. You just can't tell because they're not in the public eye as much as artists, which is a good point. And it may be. Because one of the things is moissanite, even though it's not a diamond, because it's synthetically made, it can have a lot more fire and sparkle to it than, let's say, like a SI diamond. So if you don't know anything, it'll look like, oh man, this VV, man, this shit crushed. Like, yeah, 100%.
But it really is just artificially perfectly made.
Exactly.
And perfection usually doesn't exist in nature.
Exactly. And that's one of the arguments they try to make for lab versus natural grown diamonds, and why natural grown diamonds, even though because of lab grown diamonds, the value retention has dropped drastically. Is they say natural diamonds have characteristics because it came from the ground, right? Versus a lab, they're all just perfect clone babies, like, you know what I mean? So, on an artistic standpoint, I kind of get it, but it's the diamond industry is just messed up right now. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I really tell people, and I'm as transparent as possible. Like, if you're getting this, get it for you. You know what I mean? Don't have any like resale. Now, of course, with natural diamonds, if you resell it, you'll get something. Yeah, you probably get 50% back. Lab, you're gonna get 2% back.
Dang.
Moissanite, you might throw that. Yeah, you cool. Like, give it to your kid or some shit. Like, okay. Yeah, but natural diamonds, depending on the clarity and the size, you can get between 20 to 50% back on what you paid for it, which is not what you paid for it, but it's something. It's something.
It's something. If you really needed it.
100%. And I always tell people too, the money that you had wasn't fake. So if value retention is something that you value, and you think that's going to be a problem down the road, put the real money into something real, something tangible. It could be multi-purposeful. You could use it as an heirloom. And there's other tricks to the trade, too, when you talk about moving your money around for assets, right? So let's say, God forbid you ever get in a jam, right? Versus all your money being a bank account that could be seized or frozen. Let's say you bought a $400,000 diamond, right? You in a jam, you got to get on a plane real fast. Boom, you could put that in your pocket real fast, right?
Yeah, facts.
And you get wherever you're going. You may not get $400,000 for it. But you'll get about $250, $300. You start your new life then. You ain't got to worry about assets and all that.
Yeah.
So it depends on what it's for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got to keep that one in mind in case I rob a bank one day.
Jamie ain't telling you that, man.
Now, I remember hearing about 50 Cent and the G-Unit, the spin chain. Remember that? Mm-hmm. And he said that Young Buck actually got the chain stolen from him, right? But they stole a replica. And it wasn't the real one.
It wasn't the real one.
Yeah, the real one was in the safe back at 50's house.
Shit.
So do you see rappers doing that a lot nowadays? Is that something that really happens out there?
That's smart. They shouldn't be doing that. They should have a real one. They're like a moissanite one. Right. When hey, that's smart as hell. I knew Buck, but I didn't know that was a replica. So you just put me on to that. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, that's genius. That's genius. Now, when I go out, I got separate jewelry too, because I don't got security. Right. You know what I mean? And I'm from a certain side of town. I'm with a certain walk of life of people too that a lot of people may not be comfortable with. And that comes with its own precautions. Yeah, for sure. Right? So, but I'm a smart guy. I'm gonna move smart, you know. I'm not gonna wear my Belova out there. Right. Right. You know, whether they know it or not, or what's going on.
Right. But you were with us. You know you good here.
Nah, hey man, I appreciate that, my brother. Cool.
You know you good.
Man. Cool.
You good.
Yeah.
Now, what's the most stressful part of your job, man?
The most stressful part of my job, it would probably be the clienteling, acquiring new clients, getting old clients back in, and then custom pieces. Those would probably be the hardest points, because I feel like a lot of times people think these celebrities just walk in and I help them. 98% of everybody I work with has been me outreaching it to them. And every single person has been multiple points of contact. There is no, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? It's Jamie. Oh, what? Oh, coming through. Yeah. It's been, man, maybe months, almost a year for Pluto. So I just created Pluto, not to brag. I just did her custom shit.
Shout out to Pluto.
Man, shout out to Pluto, man. That's my dog. Her and her manager, Nia B, man. Very nice young ladies. And I really wish them the best, man. They got a real good spirit and very talented, 100%. So that's definitely one of the hardest things. And then on the custom design, I always had that paranoia, even though I know how good we are, that it may not come out how it looks. Even though I've never had that happen to me, I'm like, man, I hope it come out how it needs to be. Actually, it always comes out better,
right,
than what I think a lot of the times. So, but I still just have that paranoia in the back of my head. And right now, there's new complications with this Trump administration in office, right?
This man fucking up everything.
Bro, so a lot of things that weren't a problem are a problem now because of the tariffs and just the state of the economy. You know, we're really in a silent recession. Nobody wants to admit it. We're in a silent recession. Top companies, S&P companies have been cutting jobs for the last year. You know, it's not as public news, but it's been happening. Discretionary spending reports are down, right? And then the government shut down. That's not helping government workers at all. And now tariffs. Now, luckily for us, you know, we make our jewelry. We have a factory at Icebox. We make all of our jewelry in the back. A lot of people don't even know this, right? But we have to import the raw resources. There's no gold mines, diamond mines out here, right? And plus, we have a long history of business with our vendors overseas. So, you know, and this came to a problem. I had a pendant made for a customer. Then when the tariffs hit, to get it back over, they wanted to charge us an additional $10,000 to just get the piece back.
Dang.
Yeah.
You got to pass that along to the customer, that cost, right?
No, it was cooked. They already paid. They paid.
Oh,
we had to eat the cost.
God
right? And this is something, you know, people
Coming
don't
out
really
of your check.
think about, right?
Right.
Man, so, you know, we just kind of really had to bite the bullet on that. But now, you know, going forward, we had to, unfortunately, we got to adjust to just pivot off of that, man. So it's new things that are problems now.
Yeah, it's something new or something different every day.
Turbulent.
Right.
And even for plain Jane watches, he put 30% tariffs on Switzerland. Switzerland is the homeland for all luxury watches. Rolex, Audemars, Patek, they all come from Switzerland.
And they already expensive.
They're already expensive. Now it's going to be a luxury tax and a tariff tax.
God, now, you speaking about resources coming from overseas, we remember diamonds from Sierra Leone, Kanye West. We hear about these conflict diamonds in Africa and stuff like that. How does that impact your sourcing, you guys are sourcing of materials?
So since the, you know, the blood diamonds, right, 100%. You know, there was a lot of coverage on it, like in the 2000s, and a lot of jewelers. Even though I was young at that time, but just in my opinion, a lot of jewelers, like that's the worst thing. One of the worst things you can have your name associated with is that you're selling blood diamonds. So I think throughout the industry, it was best if you make it known you're having naturally, ethically sourced stones, right? You know, now how true that may be, I can't speak for all entities, but for us, especially because we're always under a microscope. And like I said, we've had a long history. So the owners of Icebox are Pakistani. So, you know, naturally, people with Middle Eastern heritage, a lot of diamonds come from the Middle Eastern, you know. So it's easier for us to get ethically sourced diamonds, just given the history of diamond mining in the Middle Eastern.
Okay. Yeah, we got to make sure y'all doing the right
100%,
thing.
bro. That was a good question, bro. That was a good question. 100%. Yeah.
Now, I'm sure, you know, what you do is, you know, it's difficult at times. Have you ever thought about just quitting, like, man, you know what, I'm done with this jewelry game?
Bro, I'm going to be honest, man. I've had, especially in the beginning, man, so many doubts. And so a couple of buddies of mine growing up, we used to have a group. It was called Stay Down. Like, stay down. So, you know, it speaks for itself, but just in those times, like, it was like even my username on IG, I'm like, man, that's not stay down. Like, man, I gotta see it through, you know. And I take I've just never been a quitter in general, but a lot of the things from college and my fraternity kind of helped translate over to me just pushing through those hard times. Because I'm telling you, in the beginning, it was tough, bro. Like, when I was with Designs by Chris, I was contracted, so it was straight commission. I didn't get no walk-ins, bro.
Dang.
So all the clients that I had was just purely off the strength of me bringing them in there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, you know, my immediate network when I just graduated, I'm 21 years old. People not...
Yeah, nobody knows you yet.
Luckily, I always used to hang out with the older crowd and a part of a fraternity, so I had access and network to an older clientele, which kind of helped me in the beginning. Like I said, my first jewelry purchase through my fraternity brother Ralph. You know, he was 6 years older than me.
Right.
You know, but not only that, I was one of the top club promoters in the city at the time too.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I was driving new business by not getting any walk-ins. I'm in the club, I'm hosting, I'm on the mic. I'm like, hey, check. It's your boy Jamie the Julian tonight. How you doing? Now I see a girl over there. Hey, here's my card. Right? You know what I mean?
That's how you gotta do, man. You hit the streets, man.
Man, 100%. Feet to the pavement, and a lot of things. And I was just talking to a buddy of mine about Nike. The Nike quote, "Just do it." The quote hits way harder than me as an adult. Like a lot of the things is, just do it. Yeah. Don't think about it. Mm-hmm. And there's this one quote. How does it go? It is, procrastination is the assassination of your destination.
Damn, I love that.
So don't be stagnant. You just got to do it. Some of the best opportunities in my life, and which probably yours too, you didn't know what you're going to do, but you figured it out when you got there.
Right.
And it turned out to be a great thing, you know? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, I feel like they let opportunities pass them because they feel like they don't know it yet.
Right.
Don't worry about knowing it. Get in position and figure that shit out.
Right, yeah. Because, you know, the right people going to come along and you're going to figure it out, like you said.
100%. Man. There's no such time as the perfect time.
Exactly.
Perfect time is always now.
Yeah. Or yesterday.
Exactly.
Yes.
No, for real. Especially for our community. We every day we need to be doing something to try and bridge that gap.
Yeah, facts. So when you look back, man, when you're 99 years old and you look back on your career as a jeweler.
99? Woo!
You probably still be working.
Man. I'm going to be on some Warren Buffett shit.
Right.
That's how you keep living.
That's how you keep living.
At that age, you can't stop working. That's what kills people when you get that age. Yeah.
So when you look back on your career at that age, man, what do you want to look back and see on your career and see that you accomplished?
I want to look back and I changed the game for the better for my community. One, through representation, through pipeline. Actually creating a system, pipeline for our community to get into this industry. Because that's the biggest barrier to entry, right? We don't have that pipeline. Now, people of Middle Eastern, Jewish, Asian descent, they have that pipeline through either their family, cousins, or whoever. We don't have that. So really want to establish a pipeline into the jewelry industry for African Americans. You know what I mean? So I think that's the biggest thing. And building something that'll last longer than me.
Facts.
Something of legacy.
That's dope.
For not only my family, just for our people.
Yeah, man, you're going to do it, man. You're going to do it. Just from, meeting you for the first time and hearing what you're playing, hearing what you're going through, bro. You're going to do it, man. You take it seriously.
And with the help of people like you, bro, I'm already on the way.
That's what we do, brother.
I'm already on the way.
Now, I want to change up a little bit.
All right.
You know, I feel like we had some serious questions, some good questions there, but I want to just get your input on a few things while I can.
Say no more.
Brother. Because you're a jewelry expert. So you know what's going on. You got the eye for it.
Overly.
Now I'm going to show you some jewelry pieces. And what I want you to do is I want you to judge these, man. Judge it on style, execution.
Okay.
And, whatever else I may be missing, because I don't know.
You.
All right, man. So first one, we got the legendary Pharrell NARD pieces.
This is so legendary, man. Even just from the Mariner link, it was really full circle because I feel like that 2017 to 2020, that multicolored one really came back into style. Used to see that a lot with the bubble chains too. Mm-hmm. The bubble chains was so popular. I hated that shit though. I hated the bubble chains. But man, Pharrell, just such a genius, man. Nego, the whole NERD when it comes to jewelry. I mean, really, really legendary. The color, just the color stones, man, is just so notable. Mm-hmm. I'm a Drake fan, but I hate that he bought his jewelry. I'm gonna be honest.
Scale from 1 to 10. What you giving that one?
Oh, 10.
A 10?
10.
All right.
Just from creativity and significance in the jewelry for our culture.
Got you. And I'm gonna put the pictures on the screen so you can just.
Say no more. Say no more.
All right. Next, we got Rick Ross with a chain of Rick Ross with a chain of Rick Ross.
What? Boy, no way, boy. Ross. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like to talk down other people's jewelry, but Ross, this shit ain't it. Fool.
Ain't it?
But you know what? Ross so smart. If I don't know Ross, but if I didn't like pay attention to his business mindset, I'd be like, what are you doing? But he's a marketing genius. Like from a marketing standpoint, this is smart. You're gonna get people talking about you. And I learned in their industry, as long as people are talking about you, you're in good position.
Doing something
when people
right.
don't stop talking about you, you're in trouble.
All right.
Fuck
All right.
that.
Scale from 1 to 10. 0. Okay.
Man, that's a 2.
A 2?
Yeah, that's a 2. I ain't like the beard.
Nothing.
I ain't like the beard on the other beard. That shit wasn't it.
All right. Next, we got the legendary Bart Simpson. We mentioned it earlier.
Smoky.
Smoky, Bart, you smoky? But remember that?
Hey, Bart was smoky. Hey, man, that was so fucking legendary. Man, this is definitely a 9, minimum 9. Damn near 9.5. Just especially me being from the east side of Atlanta. I know y'all East Atlanta elitist. Like, man, you east side, you know EA. But they know what's going on. Man, 9.5, 100%. Like, this was ahead of its time.
Oh, yeah.
Even now, I feel like this would be if this was recreated right now, I'd be like, damn, that's still hard.
Yeah,
That's still hard. And we do something different now, like that shit really roll. Man,
that's hard.
go out. If you see this by some what chance, twin, I got you.
Hey, Gucci, hit my boy up, man. He gonna get you right.
Tell you.
Now we got T-Pain's big ass chain.
So you know we made this.
For real?
On God.
Oh shit!
So let me show you
Okay.
this too.
So I guess you got to get out one.
So we just made a little ass chain.
Oh, for real?
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Not the little ass chain.
Damn, my shit died. But yeah,
Dang.
if you go to the Icebox page, you'll see we literally just made it. Now he's literally the same thing, like as Ross. Like the chain is ass. I hated the font, but genius from a marketing perspective.
Right.
And if that was all gold, actually I know for a fact it was all gold. If he kept it, he probably made money on it.
Dang.
Cause that shit came out like 08.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. Gold back then was probably like 900 an ounce.
Damn. And it's what now?
4,000. Yeah.
Okay.
It keeps hitting all-time highs. That's what I'm telling these people. Buy some gold right now.
Right. Facts. All right. Now this guy, I forget his name, Dancer or something like that. He has the chains in his head. He surgically implanted the chains and made it look like hair.
Is he white?
He's Mexican.
0.
0. Okay.
0.
All right.
0.
I gotta agree with you on that one.
You know,
man.
and I'm gonna be honest, like the idea was maybe there, just the execution wasn't there. The chains don't look good. Like maybe if there was all tennis,
Right.
or maybe like he did like a Franco, but then it's like beat like how Yachty had it his. That would have been cold.
Yeah, but the way he did it,
Nah, that shit like he just went to flea market and just
right. He did
just
something.
whatever smacked it on his head. Yeah.
All right. Next we got Nipsey's Malcolm X chain.
People be thinking I'm Habesha because of him. They be thinking I'm Ethiopian.
Yeah, I do look like slick.
Bro, this is hard, actually. I fuck with it.
And that's gold, so that shit probably worth a lot.
100%. This is a solid 8.59, 100%. And I like the sculpting of the face. They did a good job on that. Because sometimes when people try and recreate people's face, you be seeing the statues sometimes, bruh.
Yeah, right.
That shit be bad. Like Cristiano Ronaldo. If you ever get a chance, look up Cristiano Ronaldo bust. It's just terrible, yeah. But R.I.P. Nip, man.
R.I.P. Nip, man, the GOAT.
For real.
All right, last one on here. We got Lil Yachty's chain, Lil Yachty.
Boat, man. Man, Boat my dog, bro.
Shout out to Yachty.
This shit's so hard. And we just did a new piece for him in collaboration with Minute Maid. So he got a new piece. It's different fruits for each link. It's all diamonds. It's crazy. He first nigga with papaya on his neck, boy. You don't know nobody with some papaya on their neck. Nah, this one was actually ugly though. The creativity I'm a big fan of, 100%. I don't think we did this one though, but Boat. I'm not gonna say we're Boat's exclusive jeweler, but he comes to us the most. Us and Unlimited. 7 Boat.
7. Okay.
7
I mean, 7 ain't bad.
Yeah.
That's a passing grade. Yeah. I appreciate you, man. Now I got a better idea of what makes a good chain.
Chain, 100%. And it's all subjective at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, if you like it, that's all that matters.
Right.
You know.
Now I gotta ask you a few more questions, man.
Talk to me.
All right. So some of your clients that you've mentioned in this interview so far. Yeah. We got Laser Dim 700. What was the process like making the one that he put out, the one that's on your page? What was that process like? Man,
Laser is an interesting guy, man. I fuck with Lil Twin, man. Lil Twin, tap in too, Twin. I know you just got back from LA, Twin. But and he's probably one of the funniest people I've met. Like, not just artists, like in general, like Twin is funny. Like Laser is a character. I fuck with bros. So the idea for his Laser Dim piece, so it was like, it's kind of like the shape of a zap or like an explosion. So that was for the outline of the silhouette. Then the laser design, the L is actually a Glock. So, and then we got laser.
Of course it is.
But then we got the flames coming up in red diamonds. Then we got 700 on the bell. The bell is the part of the chain where the chain goes through. So we got 700. And, you got to ask him what that signifies.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
You had fun making that one?
Oh, man. That one and my piece for Slime Cito were like my first 2 notable custom pieces with Icebox. Gotcha. Yeah.
All right, now Slime Cito, the Gang Green Gang.
Yes, sir.
That shit was hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That's my slime, man. Shit global, man. RSG, the family.
Shout out to Marty. Marty was on the show.
Marty, my brother. Yeah, man. Go tap into Marty too, man. That's global business right there.
How was it making that one? That was an interesting piece right
there. That's arguably my top 3 favorite pieces. Because I fought the Gang Green Gang, and then just the design of it. And then not only that, he's wearing his own chain that is movable, and it's crazy. So if you ever... And Cito, he the type, he'll let you, yeah.
Damn, that's hard.
So that's one of my favorite pieces. But Cito is probably the most... he's articulated what he wants the best out of all the artists I work with. Like his mind, Slime is a real artisan. Like, where is it at? That umbrella over there, that's from them. Like, I'm about to grab it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all gotta tap in with Cito for real. Not only that, he airbrushed my bag.
The mic, you gotta get on the mic.
Oh yeah. Richline Global, you see it. And even this umbrella, I'm not gonna open up. That's bad luck. So if you look on it, it's a slime umbrella. You got the snakes.
Okay, so he designed all that. Oh yeah, that's hard. Damn,
so,
okay.
He's got a real creative mindset. And he was the first artist that I worked with. Let me get back in front of me. Let me make sure. Oh yeah. All right, cool. He's the first artist that told me, all right, I want this for that. For this, I want this color. For this, I actually want baguettes instead of round cuts. Versus other people, I kind of hold their hand and like show them. I'm like, hey, this is what I think you should do for this. I'm like, okay, cool. He knew exactly what he wanted. For the laces, I want baguette cuts. For the hair, I wanted this color. Like, his mindset for it was way different. So I definitely give him that. 100%.
All right. Hurricane Wisdom. Look like he got some decent watches from you.
Yeah, man. Hurricane, he a real one. Even though he ain't get his pennies from you, he's still my nigga Hurricane.
I mean, he'll get more in the future.
Nah, 100%. Yeah. But, man, he took, because the first time he came, it was really before he really blew for real. And, and it's one of the things that I pride myself on, like my transparency. because he was like 20. He didn't even really want to come in at first. He was like, bro, I want to come in, but I want to buy something. I'm like, bro, just come in. I got you. Like, I'm gonna show you around, show you, what we really got going on. And if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't, bro. Like, it's not gonna change my opinion on you. I just want to show you what we got going on here. So, gave him a tour. We chopped it up, talk about knowledge. And I always want to leave artists or just any clients in general with information that they could take anywhere in the world. Like, I want to start educating people because it's only gonna help you and me. Because I don't work slimy. So it's only going to help me. And the way that a lot of other jewelers get over on people is because they have those smoke and mirrors up, right? Yeah. So if I take down that veil, they gotta come down my playing field. But I've been playing righteous this whole time.
Right.
So not only that, when they go to these other places, and I'm telling them things to look out for, not only is it helping them out, but it also shows like, damn, Jamie wasn't lying. Like,
right. Yeah.
So now you know
do straight business.
Out for, right? And I really got people's best interests at heart.
Right. There you 100%.
Go.
All right, last one. Space God the Thug. I seen he was in there. I seen the alien, the Atlanta alien,
my dog,
the AT alien.
Nin, man, my boy Zach Nin from Quadrant 9.
Right.
He came through. Check out some Space Diamonds. Yeah, we got the episode on the way. Our picture going crazy right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
People like, bro, I got so many DMs like, bro, how you floating?
Right.
I'm like, bro, can you at least like the picture first?
Right. Yeah, alien, bro.
Like the picture. I'm like, bro, look, he just on another level.
Hey, shout out to Space God.
Nah, for real. Yeah, episode dropping soon. And real cool guy, man, for real. And he from the east side too.
He from the east side of the universe.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, there we go.
Quadrant 6.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nah, but he's a funny dude. And a lot of people don't know, he's been doing Space God for 3 years. Like, he been doing it, but it's really just now
just
catching on. And he's a comedian outside of that, too. So, because it made so much, because if you watch his videos, he's so quick, he's so witty. I'm like, damn, this nigga's just funny. But now he's a comedian for real.
Yeah,
that's what makes sense. Yeah.
All right. Now this show is called Another 24, man, because Another 24, that's the best blessing that we can ever get. That's the one blessing everybody wants. If you don't have another 24, you don't have nothing, bro.
Got nothing.
So, that's something that we can all agree on as a human race.
Yeah.
And that that's something that we can all relate to and bring us together, right?
100%.
So now somebody who might be looking at what you're doing, he's a jeweler, he's black, he's young, he's like, man, I see Jamie, I want to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he might be, he might not know where to start. He might not know what to do.
Yeah.
He might want to quit. What are some words of encouragement that you would give to him for his next 24? I want you to look in that camera and talk directly to him.
I'll say this. You need to have a deeper meaning, whether it be jewelry or anything in life, if you want to be great at it, right? And there's a book called Be Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone, which I advise everybody to go read. And I'll knock anybody for being average. It's a peaceful lifestyle, But for me personally, I want to be great. I want to leave a lasting legacy. And I personally feel like I was put on this earth to help people around me. So for me to do that, I need to be in a certain position. And I understand what it takes to get to that point. But for you to get there, you have to be grounded in something deeper than yourself. So when you get into those tough moments, you have somewhere to pull from, not from something superficial, because you're going to fizz out, you're going to quit. Even from my, for instance, analogy, when I was pledging my fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, one of my fraternity brothers told me, why do you really want to do this? Because they'll ask you 100 times, why do you want to do this? Because if you just want to fucking shimmy, you're going to drop. You don't really want to do this. But if it's rooted in something deeper, you want to get back to your community. You want to do something more advisor-based, networking. Those are things that are going to take you on. So the first thing is your mindset. Because if your mindset is right, it doesn't matter what you do. I can stop doing jewelry today, and whatever I do tomorrow, I'm going to be amazing at it. It may take some time to get where I'm at now, but I'm going to be successful in it because my mindset is there. Because there's a lot of people that have asked me what they want to do, and it's crazy. Shout out to my brother T. Key. I was having a conversation with him, Lil Tony, the other day, PCF, and talking about, I feel like I have a lot to offer. Sometimes I don't know who to offer it to. He told me, Jamie, don't never feel pressure about that. He read me the scripture and it went like, Yea not cast your pearls amongst the swine. So essentially that means make your level of discernment, make sure you're giving advice to people ready and willing to receive it. So that's the biggest thing as well. But just to come back to the original topic, you need to have your mindset first, because it's going to be hard depending on what route you want to take. Now, I will say, spin back what we said earlier, I advise you to go the public route first. Now, if you want to go the custom route, by all means, or the private jewelry side, that's where you get the Jacob & Co., the Johnny Dangs, the Eliante. That's the private jewelry side where you see all the glitz and glamour, but that comes with its own difficulty. Are you ready to be contract-based, commissional-based, not have insurance? Are you ready to not have the stability of a 9-to-5 hourly or salary? Because that's going to be the difficulties that come with that. Now, on the public side, you go to Zales, Jared, K's. It may not be as glamorous, but you get the knowledge, you get the stability, you get the learning structure, and you can pivot from there wherever you want to. So my advice, if you want to get started in this, either get a mentor in the private jewelry space that'll expedite you years, or go on the public jewelry side and decide if that's something you really want to do, and you can pivot from there. You'll be in a better position.
There we go. There it is, man. Look, Jamie, man, I appreciate you coming on the show.
My brother.
This was a dope conversation, man. Hey, man, you know we're going to stay tapped in. When it's time for that another 24 train, I'm coming to you.
Say no more. We're going to geek it all the way up. So then you're going to be on this. We're going to grade you. Yeah, we're going to grade you next.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming through, my boy.
Love, I appreciate everybody, man.
All right. Yeah, that's a wrap, man.